Hello everyone. In this video, I will discuss Codechef Starter Contest 202 Division 2 problems and its solution. So let's see the first problem. And the problem says, same wants to buy in flower. He can either pay 4 points and receive 2 flowers or pay 5 points and receive 3 flowers. Both type of transaction can be repeated as many times as he likes. And the minimum number of points Seth needs to pay to buy exactly one flower. And the constraint for n is it can go from 2 to 100. Say wants to buy exactly n flowers. So for this, he can either buy a group of 2 flowers or buy a group of 3 flowers. And the cost of buying a group of 2 flowers is 4 coins. And the cost of buying a group of 3 flowers is 5 coins. The problem is asking that how many groups of 2 flower and how many group of 3 flower should I buy so that the cost will be minimum. Like you can write this in mathematical equation like let's say you buy X group of 2 flower and Y group of 3 flower. That should result in total of n flower, exactly n flower. And for these X and Y, the cost will be in that case x into 4 as a group of 2 flower will cost you 4 point and a group of 3 flower will cost you 5 point by into 5. This is the cost will be overall distance. For a particular value of x and y, the cost will be 4x plus 5y. But we don't know for which value of x and y the cost will be minimum. So the only way we can do this, let's check all the value of x and y and calculate and take the minimum of all of these. For that, we can, like this is the equation of two variable and we cannot solve using a single equation. So we have to somehow fix either x or y so that the remaining equation will be of one variable. But in my solution, I have fixed y. If you fix y, then what will be the value of x? In that case, x will be n minus 3y, y divided by 2. This will be value of x for a fixed value of y. But keep a note that this value of x is only acceptable only when this expression n minus 3y is divisible by 2. Otherwise, that value of y is not accepted because in that case you will not be able to buy exactly n flower. There will be less number of flower because this division is floor division. So what we will do for the solution is we will iterate from 0 to n by 3. Like we are checking for all possible value of y. And for each y, we are calculating x. X will be n minus 3y divided by 2. And for for a particular y of value that is only accepted if n minus 3y is divisible by 2. Otherwise, we will discard that solution and we will discard that value of y. Finally, we will take the minimum of all those solutions and that will be the final answer. Okay, let me summarize the solution once again. See, we have this equation 2x plus 3y equal to a and we are required to find all the value of x and y such that this equation is satisfied and for that each x and y we have to minimize the cost and the cost is given by 4x plus 5y this expression. We have to minimize this expression for all value of x and y. So that's it. Our main goal is let's fix y and calculate x for that y and take the minimum of all of these. This is simple. So let's move to the solution. This is my solution code. Let me zoom it so that it is more clearly. Here I have taken test cases. We are given t test cases, so we are taking input, and for each test case we are calling solve function. And in solve we are taking integer n as input, and we are declaring the answer variable with default value int max because we have to minimize so the default value of minimum function will be int max. Here I variable is equivalent corresponding to this equation. I is equivalent to y and t and t is equivalent to x according to this expression. So you can see y is going to from 0 to n by 3, and we are taking remainder. Suppose we have bought y number of flower, then what will be remainder? Matlab, means what will be the remaining flowers we have to buy? That is simply equal to n minus t. And we are checking the remaining flower, that is n minus 3i or 3y is divisible by 2 or not. This is the remaining flower. Is this divisible by 2 or not? If not, then we are not calculating answer for the that value of y because simply that is not acceptable. And if it's divisible by 2, we are calculating how many groups of two flower we have to buy. That will be simply equal to remainder divided by 2. And finally, we are taking the minimum of all of this cost. The cost is same 5 in 5 into y. I is similar equivalent to y plus tt is equivalent to x, or this is same as 4x plus 5y. So, and finally we are printing the answer variable. And yeah, this is the solution. It's pretty straightforward. So finally, let's see the time and space complexity as well. So the time for this loop, the time will be of t, and this solve function is of of n by 3, or simply you can say of n. And the overall time complexity will be of t into n. And a space complexity will be simply O1. We are not declaring any array or recursive construct, nothing. So simply it is O1. So yeah, this is it for the video. Thank you.